This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Set, hut, you know the base. Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Go, go, go.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. 60 yards. What's the block?
This is Geis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Hey, lock it. Check 15. On the ball. Get it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Go out. 5.
2nd and 9 now. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready to 30 base. General West. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch. Rock it, rock it. 2.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it now.
To throw on 2nd down, Buchanan. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Buchanan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Check the backer, check the backer.
of 24. Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 66, pull it, half.
Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On first down, here's Love. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Here's Haskins, and he finds McLaurin, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and 9 at the 19-yard
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. 4, Mike 4. Yeah. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's checking. Crash. Neutral, book it. Off.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You ain't doing nothing today. Bravo!
Operating from the gun, Buchanan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for him. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Deuce.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Safe. Check three.
Let's go. Get it up.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Here we go.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
61. Matchbox lights.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Leo.
Hey, watch it. Watch twist.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, baby.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here we go. Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
We go.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Buchanan looking left side. That's caught by Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Topper.
Let's go, baby. Check. Fred down. 58 the mic. 58 the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Fire.
From the gun on 3rd down. Buchanan. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Okay, ready?
58.
Protein spill.
Where we go? Check. Twist.
Bam. 2.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw. Buchanan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All day.
Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the gun, Buchanan. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's just me and you. It's just Mark. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check it out.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Buchanan. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 18, it's a Carolina first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Double dog, that's the way. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, Echo. 5.
To throw on third down. Buchanan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Set, hut. Go to base. Check, 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check, hut. Wait. Jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
You don't want it. Watch that. Check three. Short.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got Booker. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24.
You got tight right there.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Buchanan. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for the Washington Redskins.
Come on, baby.
First down.
Let's see what you got.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. McGowan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. On first down, McGowan, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play action, Haskins. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. They'll run on first down. McGowan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's Haskins to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's get this ball back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, McGowan. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's it, baby. We go at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Slam.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey. High 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Rabbit.
Ready.
On third down, Buchanan going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Topper.
56. Check pass. 55. 56 right there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
Ready. 60 or.
Hey, scared.
Shoot. Operating from the gun. Buchanan under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On fourth down, Buchanan. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, McGowan. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready? 56, Mike, 56. You better be afraid of me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Haskins to throw. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Haskins.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Haskins. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Clocked it, but the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they used the